Welcome to DS Trucks. In today's video, I want to talk about something that I kind of forgot to talk about. It's a little bit late news right now, but that is the UAW strike. What are my thoughts on the UAW strike happening still right now? It's been going on for a couple weeks now. It's starting to ramp up more and more every single day. And it's kind of an interesting topic for me because I've spent 10 years, basically 10 years, 9 or 10 years working for Ford Motor Company building F-150s. And I kind of, know a little bit about working in the UAW. Well, I say a little bit because I was just working on the line in the F-150 plant. So I'm not going to say that I know a whole lot. It's kind of dark out today. I'm not going to say that I know a whole lot, but I know a little bit about what it's like to work there and some of the union stuff, at least on the floor of the plant. But all that stuff that happens, is like way up. I don't know much about that, but it's very interesting that the UAW is choosing to go on strike right now with the economy being weird the way it is. The wages and stuff, they're wanting a lot higher wages, which is very understandable considering there hasn't been a raise with the UAW in so long that it's pretty well due for a raise right now. The amounts of raise that they're asking for, though, does seem like it's causing, a stalemate between the company and the UAW, and it's just interesting timing right now. So some of the stuff that you've probably been hearing in the news, like a 32-hour work week and a 40% increase in pay, I don't know if all that is true or not. I haven't really sat down and read anything, like any terms or anything. So you gotta keep in mind that sometimes the news will put stuff out there just because it can look bad. Maybe they've offered a 32-hour work week and all this wage just to come out with a strong offer, knowing they won't get exactly that offer in the first run, and maybe meet somewhere in the middle. If they come in too weak, then they end up with less of a deal, or they come in way too aggressive and actually land somewhere more realistic. But my thought process on the whole thing is a little bit different. I think that I tend to go toward the conspiracy side of things. So my thing is like, maybe there's a conspiracy to shut down the plants right now because sales are not where they want to be, where they want them to be. I think when it comes to the upper levels of the union in the companies, we're talking all three Detroit auto workers or auto companies right now, Stellantis or whatever it's called, Ford and GM. I think when it comes to these companies and the UAW at the highest levels, I think they work together. I don't think they're like really enemies. I mean, honestly, even on the floor, they kind of work together. So this whole thing that they're like, I think they shut the door, and behind closed doors or behind messages back and forth between the two, whether it's the companies or the UAW, I think that behind closed doors work together. So what could be the best thing to do right now for the company? Well, for the company, we're looking at a really, really strange time in the economy where these auto sales could very well fall below. The interest rates are way too high. The vehicle prices are way too high. People are really feeling the inflation. And I don't think these vehicles are selling. They're just not selling. These big trucks, I mean, people are still buying the Super Duties, but they're not getting the sales I don't think that they want to get. It's just too much money right now. So I think when they stop production, it's more of a plan versus, oh, the UAW is stopping our production. I think the last thing they want to do right now is have full production, because the supply chain is still screwy, and now the economy, there's no money. So you got two things working against you: no supply, no money, no workers. Everyone's short staffed. So we're just in a weird place in our economy. There's no staff, there's no money. We're right about at a breaking point. The economy is getting right there at a breaking point where something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. And then this whole thing with the rates, housing, food, luxury trucks, luxury cars. I think right now they want to stop production because all this luxury stuff is just too much money right now for the consumer. And why should they have an oversupply of inventory and have to slash prices when they can stop production at no fault of the company, no fault of the union? The union just wants, whatever terms. They stop production for a little while, see what happens, and then they can assess the situation after. Where are we going to land with these wages? Because it's time to raise the wages for the auto workers. But where do they raise the wages? Because they're in negotiations. This economy tanks. How much negotiating power are you going to have when the truth of the economy comes out? And the companies are saying, well, we won't be able to afford this and that. But now, maybe it's going to look like, yeah, they really can't afford X, Y, and Z because look at what the economy just did. So, very interesting situation. Comment below and let me know what you think about this whole UAW strike. But I tend to lean toward conspiracy, that behind closed doors, the company and the union, they sit down, they get together, and they figure out something that's beneficial for everybody. And I feel, honestly, that the union is in the pocket of the company at the highest levels. They've been able to get so many deals through over these last years since the Great Recession. First of all, the Great Recession, they were able to get lower pay for the union. They got that passed. Then after the Great Recession, they were able to pass multiple contracts in a better economy than what we're in right now. And none of them had a raise of significant amounts. They all had signing bonuses though. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that real quick and get a comment or a topic of discussion. But see you guys in the next video. My name is Sean. This is DS Trucks. I'm getting some text here, so I gotta go. But comment below and hope you enjoyed the channel. Over and out.